What is up everyone, my name is Eric and in this video, I'm going to talk to you about 5 tips that you can follow if you're worried that you lose your job. You've been an exceptional performer over the last 1 year. You've achieved all your targets, you've closed all your deals, you've made sales or whatever KRAs that you have. And you're expecting a very good bonus and a very nice increment. Suddenly, destiny hits us with coronavirus and everything changes. You can't physically go to your work. It's highly unlikely that businesses will continue as usual. And of course, there's always a fear that you may lose your job. Being an HR professional, this topic is really close to my heart because I've been talking to a lot of people in my network and I've sensed the general fear and the emotion that they have around it. If you've been seeing the news, the daily wage earners are already bearing the brunt in the first phase of retrenchments. No points in guessing that the corporate sector would be next if this continues longer. But hold on, your job is not the first thing that the companies will target. Good companies will use alternate cost reduction methods. This could be limiting benefits, reduced salaries, minimal or no hikes, no bonuses, or they may ask their senior management to not take salaries for a couple of months. So here are 5 tips that will really come in handy if you think your company is moving towards a layoff or if you're really worried that you may lose your job. My tip number 1, ask for more work. In situations like these, you may have less or no work at all. This is the best time to go ahead and ask for more work. There are 2 ways to do this. First, look out for someone who's really busy and stressed and go ahead and help them out. Or you can go ahead and ask your manager to give you a project that you can work on. The projects assigned to you may or may not be related to the core skill that you were hired for initially. Take it anyway. In a layoff situation, an employee who takes on additional responsibility sends a very powerful message to the management that he is the employee for the future. So you need to come across like someone who is able to adapt to situations and learn new skills, and hence your value before the employer increases. In times like these, you need to be really flexible and try and work on different projects because soon, once this lockdown period is over, there will be jobs that were never there. Wearing multiple hats in times like these will only increase your value in front of the employer, and people who do the same task repeatedly again and again in a similar way do not express the potential to grow. Such employees are likely to be laid off first. Tip number 2, increase your visibility. Now that you've taken up more work, ensure that the right people know that you are working on these projects and how hard you are working on it to make it successful. So there are a couple of ways to do this. Speaking up in meetings is one of the best ways to increase your visibility. Ensure that your voice is heard and express your genuine thoughts and opinions throughout the meeting. You can also take up a problem that no one else wants to solve. People tend to choose projects that are really easy to do. When you choose a difficult project, you get an opportunity to create high impact and high visibility. Another thing that you can do is don't shy away from highlighting your colleagues' achievements. It just goes to show your appreciative leadership. Now please understand, these are all hacks to increase your visibility. When you're doing this, please ensure that your approach is really modest. In times like these, money worries are already on top of your mind. How will you afford to eat? How will you pay the rent? How will you pay your EMIs? How will you support your family for that matter? The good news is that you can still take proactive steps in case you feel that your organization is moving towards layoff or if you feel that you may lose your job. Which brings me to my tip number 3. Cut off your expenses. Understand your bare minimum expenses and stick to them line item wise. What this lockdown has taught us is that we can survive without having fancy dinners and going to shopping in malls. If you have Netflix, Amazon, cable TV and other streaming services, see where you can save. You don't need everything. What you could also do is create an emergency fund if you haven't already. It's always good to have 6 months worth of your salary in that account, and don't touch it for anything other than emergency or medical purposes. Consider paying off your high interest debts while you have a job. It will hurt less when you don't have one. Another thing that you can do is check what benefits your organization is offering and how much of it you have utilized. Also check the status of these benefits, what happens to them if you are laid off. This can include health insurance, Mediclaim. Also check if you have a severance package. Tip number 4, start a side hustle. I've always been an advocate of having multiple streams of income. If you are passionate about something which is outside of your day-to-day job, it may be worth your while to go ahead and invest your time to learn something or start up a new business. It could be anything like content writing, graphic designing, selling something online, or even walking a dog for that matter. You can then divert this income in your emergency fund and use it for future emergencies. In my last video, I speak about pursuing your passion. If you haven't seen it already, check it out here. Tip number 5. Learn a new skill. If you think that you may be laid off because of the current core skill that you have, it's a good time to learn about a new skill. You can learn so much about so many things by the click of a button. There are so many paid and free courses over the internet that you can use. Hell, there are so many videos over YouTube that you can learn something on. Learning platforms like Coursera offer both free and subscription-based courses which improve your soft skill and communication skills. There's also another platform called edX. This platform has a range of free courses from really good colleges like Imperial College of London and Harvard University. You should go check them out. Workers who undertake these courses will certainly benefit from it because businesses and HR leaders will value and recognize the proactivity to diversify skill sets in a downtime. I make videos on workplace wellness and positivity. So if you want to be on top of your workplace game, do like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next one.